teams to play at their best. And if that happens, this one is going to be one hell of a barn burner.
Yeah, and just so everyone is aware, for the first two maps, they're the picks of the teams, and the opponent gets to pick which side they start on. For the third map, obviously can't really do that, so it's the knife round that decides where this one will go. And we get to see the knife round. In a lot of tournaments, unfortunately, Blair, we don't get to see the knife, and it is a pretty. I feel like on Mirage, it's probably quite preference based, right? Because I feel like it's not as difficult. It is slightly CT-sided, but we can see big hash from both sides. So it's going to be Invictus winning the knife round. They get the choice of side in which they will start on.
Yeah, I think Mirage is one map, where it doesn't really truly matter which side you really start on, right? You can just go on the T side. You win a few rounds together, you kind of break the economy. Suddenly you have 6 rounds on the T side. That's a lot to work with already on your CD side. So yeah, there you have it. Invictus winning the knife round, and a surprise, well, rather no surprise, opting to start on the CT side, the more traditional side, so to speak. And let's look at the buys real quickly here. Flying Oi, Shao Sagi, Destroy, and Viva. Individually, like I feel like consistency-wise and kill spread-wise, Invictus seemed like the better team, at least today. When it comes to Team Tiger, you have players having kind of the pop-off games, right? We had 9 really stepping up on map number 2. We had some good moments coming from Cabal and Dobu, especially in Inferno. But as a whole unit, they haven't seemed to have really stepped on up, especially Urcast being the outlier. One player who I would have said would have been the star of this team, but here we go. Couple of flashes, couple of smokes being purchased for Tiger, and I was talking about the aggression from the CDs, and look at that. 2 players push up towards underpass, a player pushing up towards apps, and with that, they know it is going to be the hit towards A.
Well, the smoke's up, and that will allow safe passage for the Tiger players as they flash down in towards CT. This is a strat that so many teams use now, where you put heavy presence in towards CT, you have one player up in Palace covering off that bomb plant, and while NCL, I don't know whether the smoke's perhaps faded. He's still trying to set his teammates up for CT, and what a team player he is. He bides his time, throws the flashbang, and then goes back to finish off the prey at the top of the stairs. It'll be a pistol pickup for Tiger. Another opportunity here to get off to a good start.
I like what Invictus did.
How many pistols have they won now, Tiger? I think since the second half of Inferno, they've been looking so good.
I think they're 3 and 4 right now, and with this, it's like 4 out of 5.
Yeah,
could be wrong.
They've been pretty good on this front. So yeah, I think they've only lost 1 pistol. I think it was the first pistol on Inferno. For the rest, they've been able to pick up. So yeah, Invictus have a bit of a weakness on that front, but luckily they have some sort of strength when it comes to the Deagles.
Which are pistols as well, I guess. But yeah. I just want to point out how I like what Invictus did with the aggression towards B apps and towards underpass, right? They knew it was going to be the hit towards A. Unfortunately for them, Tiger didn't waste any time. There were no default setup, just went for the straight A hit. So even though they got the information, it was just not in time. It was too fast from Tiger. So maybe a traditional setup would potentially have been better for Invictus there. But it's easy to look at it on hindsight, right? It's 2020 on hindsight. But here we go. Tiger, a little bit of presence towards top of mid, but after that, they're going to be gathering up once more, by the looks of it, for this A hit. 4 players gathered up towards the lower slope. We have Viva, just a little bit of a sliver to spot a player out, and he's going to spot him out and immediately tosses in a smoke to keep the T's at bay.
Great stuff there from Viva. He's not going to fall back. Instead, he's going to walk into bullets. Not really working out now for Viva, but you can see the idea behind it. Not paying off. He needs a little bit of a risk sometimes, and this is the kind of round where you want to pull those risks out, to go for those unorthodox plays, to try and catch them off and give you some sort of edge in a round like this. But the bomb gets planted. Man advantage still in play here for Tiger as well. So the chances of winning this round or getting back in, very unlikely for Invictus. And actually, they have so much available to them that it's probably best they just save everything.
Yeah, 100%. Like, you have 4 Deagles, you have Kevlar, you have Kids,
helmets
smokes,
as well.
flashbangs, helmets as well for Oi and Flying. Save it. It's worth it. You go for this, especially in a retake. It's very, very unlikely you're going to win it with the Deagles against these guns. So might as well try for something a little bit crazy into round number 3. Give yourselves a good chance there. So for Tiger, though, they get the bomb down and just lose 1 player. So they're going to be happy with it. However, they need to be wary of the fact that Invictus, the 1 player to kill Viva, had that Deagle, had the utility, so they know that remaining players also probably have these hand cannons. And one thing we've seen from Invictus Gaming, as you mentioned earlier, they can be very, very potent with the Desert Eagles.
Yeah, but for the most part, I think on Nuke, we actually seen Team Tiger get quite good at shutting most of these rounds down. Yeah, they did unfortunately lose to one of the lower buys, but for the most part, Tiger looked much better against these kind of rounds. But as soon as I say that, flying off to a good start and man advantage with the Deagle, Destroyer as well. Finding a follow-up, it's a 4 versus 3 and low HP on Urcast, and well, he is still going to find 1 kill on the MAC-10. The smoke shrouded him and allowed him to stay alive, but another frag being picked up here from flying over the top of the stairs is Southside J. He's going to find himself an easy kill. It's just Urcast left alone on the MAC-10. Oh my god, how is he still alive? The bomb is not in his hands though, and that's the biggest issue right now for Urcast. He's got so many players looking at him as well, and flying with the 3K. A brilliant start in the round for him, and he closes it as well.
Something about Invictus and Deagles. Yeah, I don't know who said it. Like, was it you? Was it me? I don't know. But the fact is, we did mention about Invictus's Deagles being a problem, and well, there you have it. Good shots though. Can't take anything away. I felt like that spray from Urcast could have been cleaner with the MAC-10, but my word, flying, just wrecking house. And I like this cheeky angle as well from him from above. So ballsy. And with that, the buy is going to be coming on in. AWP in the hands of Destroy. It's going to time the shot, but unfortunately, the timing doesn't work out. Nine's going to find Viva. That's a huge loss. However, we do have Xiao Sage playing towards that short area. But Nine's going to find Viva as well. One by one, they're falling very early. This is... actually, sorry, Viva died a while back. But flying very low in health. That is going to be a problem. That's going to force him to play way more passively. And he is going to be playing from this position. This is so scary. He's at 15 HP, and just relying on luck, relying on the fact that no T is going to be peeking you from either ramp or palace is high risk, and he will fall on a little bit more passive. Destroyer creeping on out. Nine waiting, spots the barrel, peeks on out, catches Destroyer jumping around. One by one they fall, and that A bomb side, it's looking very, very weak indeed. Flying the only man keeping that side in the hands of the CTs.
So Sergey taking down 9. It's a man advantage. Still in play for Tiger, but 1 kill has come back in at least, and Dobu with a headshot. Now 2 versus 4, 2-man advantage in play. Dobu gets the bomb plant.
Yeah, but that's just unfortunate. Flying, still alive on 15 HP though. He's been spotted out. He's trapped. He is so trapped. You can see Dobu was about to go towards the B apps to go for the save at the moment. His team is, he's in CT. And they know exactly where he is. He's stuck. Urcast with a little bit of a cheeky off angle, and Flying can get nothing done. Not only do they lose a round, they don't pick up a... Sorry, they don't save a single weapon either. Unfortunately for Tiger, they're not able to retrieve the AWP, but they're going to be fine. It's going to be an eco round anyway from Invictus. Although, if they want to force it up, they potentially could. But I love the pace being set here by Tiger. Just very simple stuff, just basic smokes, push up towards mid, get control, and then just play around. Xiao Sage was completely unaware with the T's that entered the bomb site. So this defense, I know it's still early days, Dinko, but it's looking a little shoddy for Invictus.
Yeah, Tiger looking a little more poised here on the T side early on. Sergey's going to take so much damage. He's dropped 35 HP already. Playing up to short. Around the corner, 9 just in behind the boxes at top middle. Flying has gone in towards Palace. He's got a lot of info and a lot of control with this push. And 3 players from Tiger just currently holding top middle. Flying leaves Palace and goes back to the site itself. Cabal solo over towards the B-bomb site. Oi around the corner with a smoke ready to deploy. Just 1 minute on the clock. Finally Tiger making a play. It's going to be the first headshot picked up. Destroyer gone. And finally blood drawn into the round. But Cabal, he goes down in the apartments. Oi finds the kill on the Deagle. And it's not done yet. Luckily Flying, he still manages 1 kill from the position somehow. NCL gets rid of him on the MAC-10, but still a 3v3.
Can we just sign a petition for Invictus to stop buying guns? Just stick with the Deagles? Just so much more damage. Round. It's working! It's like so much damage, and you can even see Tiger, they're so trepidant, they're so paranoid whenever they know Invictus are just with the Deagles, but at least to get the bomb down. And with this AK in the hands of Oi, he just wants to save this, right? Even though you have money, and Viva's picked up another one as well. Even though you have the money for the M4s, the AK-47 is clearly the superior weapon. So it's not really worth going for this one. But NCL looking to find Xiao Sage. Doesn't have any Kevlar, but should be the kill for Mr. NCL. There you have it. It's a little bit of extra money in the bank, and they've lost a kid, but that's okay. They've retrieved 2 AK-47s. So if I'm Invictus, that's a win in their books. They get a couple of kills, and they also retrieve the AK-47s.
Well, MAC-10 still in play here for NCL. The rest on the rifles and the open play as well. So, or NCL is actually going to trade the AK with the MAC-10 with Cabal. So, still in play, same system. Over here for Invictus though, out for Destroyer. And we see him do some filthy things with it on Inferno. The rifles out around it as well. Can Invictus make this work? And they finally get another round on the board to compete in this first half, because at the moment it's looking like Tiger is certainly the team that are going to be steamrolling ahead, especially if they pick up this round, because Invictus don't have a whole lot left over. They have to go down here. It'll be pistols again.
Well, first time we're seeing much action towards B, and Cabal, he's done his job there, just pushing in, finding Viva, but they're not aware of this. This is huge. Xiao Sage is going to find another kill before it finally gets found out, but Urkas with a quick kill into Oi. That makes things way more reasonable for Tiger. And despite being a man down early on, they have managed to snatch it back. Bomb will get planted. They're still making sure there's no one close by. Destroy with the AWP. And of course have 9 with the op of zone. Now they're waiting for this flank, and I think Urkas might have spotted out flying. I don't think he has. Dobu's looking the wrong way, and that's a free kill for flying, but the jig is up. He drops on down, almost gets the kill, but Urkas saving his teammate, and 9 peaks are not reached to perfection. Destroyer will fall, and Tiger, they get to 5 rounds, and Invictus once more. They might have to just go with the pistols here, Dinko. Things are looking rough for the Chinese side. Ooh, drone time.
Oh, we do love to see a drone. I wonder what nickname. It's going to be flying as the utility file.
Okay,
I love he's only used 1 smoke and 1 Molotov.
I guess no one else has used anything.
Yeah.
I guess it is round-based, though, right? I think it's round-based. I could be wrong.
I mean, it said 7 kills in total for him there, so I don't know. Maybe the utility for that round. And well, flying.
Oh. Deagle kill. Surprise, surprise. Alright, so flying. It's pushing up towards Palace. He gets the kill. And then AK-47 retrieved. And producer gently informing us that the utility damage is total, actually. So there we go. Much more clearer. For Tiger, though, I like what they've done here. They lost the player towards Palace, and immediately they head over towards B, where they're like, these guys just have the deagles. Let's push on in. And Xiao Sage and Oi, and another deagle headshot from Xiao Sage. There's another player on the side. Oi finally falls, but it's done the damage. It's 2v3. Flying has an AK-47, and bear in mind, Dinko, they have some Kevlar to work with as well.
Well, Cabal and Dobu, just taking kills, have pulled it right back into this 2 versus 2. Viva alongside Flying, looking for the way back into this round. It's a headshot from Dobu. Oh, he runs out of ammo. And now Flying can win this, and that's exactly what he's going to go and do. He's taking his time. What a round, though, from Flying. Those kills starting off, gets the 1 kill on the Deagle, finds an AK, and, well, that AK proves to be so useful. In the clutch, pulls off the 2K, somehow stays alive for so long, and he'll walk away with 3 kills, the defuse, and a saved op. Another round picked up for Invictus. Flying is the man that's getting him into so many of these pistol rounds.
Yeah, it's just been massive from him. Look at it. He's on 10 kills for his team, and the second highest fragger on his side is Xiao Sage, and it's 2 kills for Oi, 1 for Destroyer, and 0 for Viva. And we're in round number 8 right now. And just how impactful he's been in netting his team just a couple of rounds so far. But still 5-2, still very, very solid for Tiger. However, with money looking like a little bit of a problem here, they will have to go for what could be the final buy for at least a couple of rounds here. But Xiaosage aggressive towards short. Finds one. Destroyer is going to chime in with frag of his own onto 9. And with that, finally, things looking much, much better for Invictus. However, Elcast with a quick trade. Neutralizing the man advantage and just trades thick and fast at the moment, Dinko. Cabal and Urcast left in a 2v3.
Well, flying up in the corner. Good kill. Cabal gone and an AK collected now as well. There's the kill. Destroyer finishing the round off. Invictus. And that's kind of exactly what they need. For the most part, they're looking rough. Team Tiger in complete control of this T side. And then suddenly they just hit this switch. Fly just shows up in such an important round. Then they have a bit of a chance to build up some momentum. They finally break that money down for Team Tiger as well going into this next one. And here's the head-to-head between Urcast and Flying. It's very dominated by the blue here of Flying. He is having a great time right now. And Urcast struggles are continuing a little bit here, but has been showing up a bit better than he had done in the previous two. Ah, not in this round though.
Yeah, lovely flash there from Destroyer to set up Viva. And Urcast having some trouble. It is a full eco, pretty much. Just, I do see 1 P250 there for Dobu. That's about it. And just a couple of Glocks. I mean, I think that everyone else were on Glocks. I know utility purchase as well. So, should be 4 to 5 here for Invictus. Don't really see anything crazy happening here. And personally, I'm a big fan of... Okay, Dobu does get a kill with a P250, but that should be it. I don't see him making his way out of that, out of the Palace area. But I just want to point out, you know, especially when you're an eco... I would rather you try and maximize your chances of doing a little bit more damage instead of just peeking in one by one. I mean, credit to Dobu for getting the 1 kill, but rather, you know, all 5 players ran out. Sure, you might get slaughtered, but at least you maximize your chances of maybe getting a couple of kills, maybe towards the B-bomb set, for example, maybe get the bomb down. A lot of maybes there, but at least you have a little bit of an edge. However, that's all in the past. Tiger will, of course, go for the buy once more. And I do actually take that back. Urcast did have a little bit of utility and that 1 deagle. So if he had stayed alive, maybe they could have tried something over at A. But anyway, 4 rounds for Invictus. They have managed to kind of string a few together here, Dinko. Showing some signs of life.
I don't know about you, but right now I feel like Destroyer, at least today, is looking better than Viva on the ult. So I've been enjoying watching Destroyer in this AWP for the last couple of games now. Some filthy shots in the previous, and we'll see if he can get this done as well as they come out towards Palace. He's going to miss the first. Now the Molotov comes in alongside the flashbang. Flying goes down through the smoke, and while Destroyer, I've just cast his curse. You know, he hits so many 6 shots. As soon as I highlight the fact that he's great, he dies. So if that's a round picked up for Tiger, they just win every single aim jaws. They bombard the A bomb site, and what continues to just be awkward engagements. Invictus lose every single player. Tiger just go for the quick A hit, and it works out perfectly for them.
That's kind of nuts. I think they lost a combined HP of 75 in that hit. Not a single player died, and that was against a full buy round. Invictus just getting completely smashed. Cassis Curse probably coming into play there, but Tiger seemed to figure out how that A setup is. And to be honest, I don't think we've seen Tiger really switch out much. Some nice entries from Dobu as well. But yeah, Tiger really haven't switched up the way they've been setting up for this A bomb site. And well, it does pan out that they get completely annihilated. And Tiger once again going for pretty much the same thing. Again, it's exactly the same. 3 players coming up from Palace, 2 players down from ramp. And once more, this time the only switch up being Flying is playing from the toll booth, while Destroyer with the op towards the jungle area. And here comes a take again, but Flying much better from him. He's going to find NCL. There's a big gap in the smoke. That's a big no-no. Destroyer, he's going to punish them for it.
Well, Cabal over the top of the smoke on stairs needs to make the play to pull this round back. He'll find 1 kill. He's traded back immediately after. 9 going down as well. Tiger, they try it again. They try the A take, but it's not worked this time. This time, Invictus are ready, and the kills ran on in. It's Flying with a 3K. He's having an absolute blinder of a game right now. 17 and 5. He's having an absolute great time right now on the CT side. He's got them into a winnable position to pick up rounds in this first half, and he's really the only reason they've been able to compete. So I'm enjoying watching Flying play right now. He's having a great time on Mirage, and I hope it continues.
I wish they probably... That was, I feel like, too many mistakes from Team Tiger there. Firstly, that jungle smoke was abysmal, number 1. Number 2, sure, you have two players coming out from the ramp area, and they can only smoke off two spots, right? So that's fine. But there was no one looking towards CT. There was no smoke towards CT, obviously, because the three players came out from Palace. But that was very, very weird from Tiger. Triggerfinger has wasted 81 bullets so far. 81% bullets of the bullets is fired, which is fair enough. You're using the AK-47. You want to lay down some covering fire here and there. I think it's reasonable, if you ask me, Dinko.
I do love the good drones in this. It's definitely a fun thing to watch. Well, Nobu flashing towards middle. It's going to be Destroy up towards short. Looking for the flick on the players crossing by towards top middle. Doesn't really work out for the Bled. Now Viva is going to be under pressure.
Definitely under pressure. He is trying to avoid the flash, but nothing coming in yet in his direction. Problem is, there's no one to his jungle. And that's going to give Dobu a little bit of a window to sneak on in. However, just going to hold on here. Resmoke comes in from connected. That's going to give Viva an opportunity to get the hell out of dodge. And with that, it's actually started to aggress towards jungle. If he pushes on out further, the timing on that is just brutal. And I do believe Dobu heard Viva run towards CD spawn. And that's so much information gleaned by Dobu. He knows there's no one towards jungle. He knows there's a player at jungle who just ran towards CD spawn. And this should be the call for a potential A hit here. But as I say that, a bomb is slowly inching towards B. Dobu's going to find Xiao Sage towards jungle again, and him being here is a problem, such a massive problem. They can do whatever they want. They can head towards A, the bomb can head towards B, but with that, look at the push taking place from Destroyer with the op. He's walking up towards B apps, you can see on your radar, but NCL still being a problem here towards the CD spawn, towards the A bomb site.
Well, Viva's going to go down to Urcast, and now it's all in Destroyer. 3 versus 2, but Tiger completely bamboozled in that this moment. Destroyer still looking towards A, and he's going to go down straight away. Cabal just takes his head right off. And that Oi still looking on the A-bomb site. Still preoccupied with that possibility. The bomb getting planted on B. Secures the round here for Tiger. It's 7-5. Oi having to save this AK into the next round. It's a good round from Tiger. I think they have a little bit more depth at the moment here on Mirage. And from the T side that we've seen Invictus provide over on Nuke, I don't really know if they're going to be able to have this same kind of depth on their T side, because they looked real rough, I think, on Nuke. Looked pretty good on Inferno, so Mirage is going to be a question mark going into the second half for me. So Invictus, they need to pick up as many rounds as they can on the CT side.
Yeah, I think Mirage T-side is one of those maps where you do require some of your players to be the playmakers, if that makes sense. Like, he's got to be the one, you know, someone like maybe, I don't know, like Viva or Destroyer, just like peeking out, getting the opening pick. It's a much different ball game compared to a map like Nuke, like you mentioned, where you can use utility and you can somehow have safe entries into certain spots in the map. It's a different beast altogether in Mirage. Also, the CD side from Invictus is so puzzling for me. It's very, very passive compared to what I saw from them against VG Gaming. Like, for example, the jungle hold. I get it. I get that one of the players had to rotate back towards the toll booth area, towards A bomb site, but still, like, just giving up jungle, giving up mid early on like that, allowing Dobu towards inside a jungle window area that early in the round. That's not a consistent game style. As the hit comes in towards B, Oi holding the line though, but Cabal is there to execute him. That should be the round. That was just the one rifle they had, and it's going to be Tiger getting 8 rounds. 8-5 on the T side of Mirage. That's almost all the win conditions met, if you ask me. Unless, but then again, yes, Asian Counter-Strike, can't really count anything out. But still, this is Tiger doing a very good job on the T side at the moment.
Oh, flying. Kind of short, just trying to pick off a couple of these exit kills as Tiger start their fallback. A couple of players going through the apartments. But no exit kills just yet. They're really methodical in this approach as well, Tiger. They don't want to lose anything. Molotov preventing their peek down in towards the apartments. NCL goes down to the bomb. Nice kill. Flying, of course. As soon as he has a deagle in his hands, you can always expect at least one. And even when it was looking unlikely, he just springs into action, takes 1 kill down, and walks away with it.
What an absolute nutcase. I love him. He's on 18 frags, while the rest of his team is on 7, 5, 4, and 3. It's pretty much a flying show at the moment. Unfortunately, for the rest of his team, no one really stepping up. And meantime, for Team Tiger, they're looking good. We do have the head-to-head here, and you can see it's a clear difference head-to-head. Dobu versus anyone else on the side of Invictus. It's orange all throughout. Even the... that's just brutal. Dobu's in 14. No other player is in double digits. No one plays above 7 kills, apart from Flying, who is right now sitting on top in the fragging department-wise, at the very least. Although the rounds aren't really reflecting that for his side. Just the 5 rounds. With 2 rounds remaining, the penultimate round coming in on this first half. The final map, Tiger, they have everything to work with. They have a little bit of residual cash as well, so even if they lose this round, they still have money to go with the buy into the final round. So for Invictus, they need to at least try and steal these 2 rounds away from the Mongolians, or else it's going to be very rough. They go 10-5. It's not good enough, if you ask me. Nope.
Oh, the mid-aggression, it's working for Viva for 1 kill. J and alongside Destroy able to find themselves a couple, and now NCL and Dobu 2 versus 4. The in-punch is a huge issue there. NCL able to get rid of Southside J, and now it's into a 3 versus 2. A man advantage still available for Invictus. Tiger still with plenty of time, a little bit of utility left as well. They can slow this right down and try and work out what they can do. There's still options available to them. Flying, looking for some info in towards middle. He might just peek down to the left side. Doesn't want to overextend. It's the correct decision, knowing that they can hold this man advantage in play. It's hard to see a way in which Tiger get into this situation unless they group up, and that's exactly what they seem to be doing at the moment, at least. Looks like NCL was going to meet his teammate in middle, but ball goes back away up towards the B side of things again.
Or maybe not. This is confusing. This is a little confusing. The bomb's gone alone. I thought they were going to be grouping on up like you mentioned.
Yeah, but look at the flank. This is actually quite good from Dobu. He's managed to get into a good position here. So now the B split, this can actually happen. They're waiting on the kill from Dobu to let this work. He's going to push forward. Oi behind the bench. He has an opportunity here. Down, he spots the short player. The trigger discipline. Not going to be there, but he finds one and a sec. He gets the right read. Another round. It's pretty much won. At this point, Destroy's on the A bomb site. The bomb plant comes in. They're going to have so much time to get good post-plant positions. This is going to be difficult for Destroyer. He sprints over towards B, but that's a huge play from Dobu already, and they might just win this round. Dobu is the hero of Tiger. He will find 3 kills and deliver a round win that was looking highly, highly unlikely.
That should have happened. That should not have happened. I loved what Invictus did in the beginning of the round. Aggression towards mid. And also, was it NCL on... I think it was Cabal with the AWP. He whiffed a couple of very, very simple shots, and they punished them for it. 4v2, Xiaosage peeks. He re-peeks out towards Connector, gets taken down by Dobu. And now it's 3v2. And I like how Tiger was so very composed. They knew... they had a chance to still make it work, and it was a high-risk play. Dobu splitting up, coming in through Motorhole, but it works or not. That second kill especially was pure filth. Like, he just knew. He's like, all right, got a guy towards short. There has to be one on the bombs, and it's probably towards the bench area. Perfectly played, but also helped out by the fact that Invictus, they could have played that so much better, especially when they have a 4v2. And that's got to be heartbreak. But the Deagles, well, will get nothing done this time around. Unless Flying can find this kill. He's been spotted out towards A. They know there was a player up close with jungle as well. It's a lot of information taken by Tiger. But I like the flank from Oi. He's pushed on up. He's in the TV room area. And unless Cabal is careful, he's going to find his head plucked off with this Deagle.
Oi. Oh, there's the first. Can he get a second? Yes, he can. That's a rifle picked up. And again, Invictus into a winnable position off the back of these hand cannons. And these are Cast and Dobu. A 2 versus 3. Not an impossible task, but certainly a difficult one. And while Flying's going to be spotted. Nice kill. Now Ocast springs his attentions back up towards Connector, where he'll find another frag. This time, Sasaji. And now it's all... I've said his name differently about 10 times now, Blair. It's very difficult. I'll figure it out eventually. It's all... you know what I mean? That's all that matters. And eventually, by the end of this tournament, I'll have it perfectly locked down.
It took me a while, but then I remember speaking to some of the 5 power members when Xiaosage used to play for them, and I think it was Dobu who told me, it's like, it's Xiaosage. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So It can be hard, it can be tricky, but I still feel it's easier than some of the CIS team player names, if you
Oh,
ask
for sure,
me.
yeah. Especially because the CIS player names don't even spell the way they should be
Like
said, you know?
Boombla.
Like,
How is
yeah.
Boombla pronounced Boomich? Like, it doesn't make sense.
I really don't know. Maybe it's one of the four is meant to be like a Russian letter or something. Anyway, Oi 1 versus 2 has an opportunity here. Urkas has dealt them a pretty poor hand by finding 3 kills, but Oi gets the first headshot. Now the time ticking. Oi looking for the way back in. Just one more player, and it's Urkas looking for his 4K. He just hides behind the bench, now strikes into the open. Headshot picked up. Urkas with a 4K, and we said he needed to show up. If he did, that was going to be an added advantage coming into the final map for Tiger, and that's exactly what has happened. 10-5 at the half. Very solid stuff coming in from Tiger.
If you look at the scoreboard, it doesn't look like it's, you know, if you ignore the rounds, you just look at the kills that the players have, it doesn't really look like Tiger have looked so dominant. Like, obviously you've had a massive game coming in from Mr. Flying, but apart from that, no one in his team on double digits, and that was the same case with Tiger. We saw I think it was Dobu, or was it NCL, I forget who was in double digits, and now of course Urkas joining his teammate there. But it's been kind of even, and that goes to show that Invictus had to go for so many rounds, but they just had to go for the save. And even the rounds they won, many of them coming down to the pistol. But here comes a play towards A. Urkas opens it up. Machao Sagi with a quick trade. 9 going to be checked, and he's going to be found out by Viva.
The ball plant coming through. Dobu just hiding around the corner, ready for them to run around the edge. NCL's going to be there with a USP, and Dobu, he will find one. Flying though, somehow on the double kill is just Cabal left alone. And we were talking about the potential weakness for these pistol rounds for Invictus, but they show up in this one. And Flying delivers the deadly dose of 2 kills. And that was just Cabal. 3 players in front of him. We'll spot the left player jumping up, but now 3 players will be looking at him very, very shortly. He's doing a good job at actually staying alive here. Somehow finds Destroy, but the time now ticking, that's the biggest issue for him. Somehow winning the fights. Might just get all 3 and he will, but no bomb plant. And there it is. It's going to be an 11th round. Not going away as Tiger, as they will end up losing the pistol. And Invictus finally get a pistol under their belt. 6 rounds picked up. Big round from Flying in towards CT. Currently 20-9.
Yeah, Flying's been having a hell of a start, right? But you need everyone else to step up on this team. And so far, apart from him, I like the way Invictus played this one. They gave no chance for Cabal to win it. Yeah, he got the 3K. He padded his stats a little bit. But in the end, the bomb was his true nemesis. Force Y going to be coming in from Tiger. No surprises there. Scout in the hands of 9. Got Deagles and MP9, in fact, for Dobu. He's actually purchased himself bit of Kevlar and head armor as well. I do wonder if he actually got dropped that by one of his teammates. Maybe not. I could be wrong. But anyway, MP9 playing up close towards ramp alongside Urcast. And of course, 9 with a scout. He's probably going to reposition himself towards the toll booth area, while these 2 are going to be pushing up towards bow. I like this. I like the play where, you know, you keep the scouter towards this area. He spots a foot out. He spots a foot out. That means that's a lot of information gleaned. He's got to tag in. This Deagles can do a lot of work, Dinko. If he gets like one more tag, the Deagle just one-shots to the body. That's all he needs.
Oh, that nade is going to help a little bit as well. They've actually taken down Viva if he landed that shot. And unfortunately, no kill yet. For either side right now. Flying, who has been absolutely unbelievable, being put into position up in the window. 38 seconds left is all they have to play with here. Invictus, they charge in towards ramp. 1 kill from Dobu, but he's traded back. Another push comes through. It's Urcast looking to deliver death, but the kills continue to rain on in. For Invictus, it's just a 2 versus 4. NCL and Cabal, the last remaining players. And Invictus will be picking this round up. Bomb planted. Cabal with the Deagle takes down Flying. Any more than this, it's just a huge bonus. There's just no way you can see them getting back in and being able to win this round.
They have inflicted quite a bit of damage though, right? And if they get a couple more kills, maybe steal an AK-47, I guess it is kind of worth it. They don't have the kits though, so that is definitely going to be a problem. Invictus not showing anything, and with that, yeah, they're just going to opt to go for the save. Might as well. You have the Mac 10, you have the Mac 10 picked up, you have the Deagle and the Kevlar. It's quite a bit of investment, which you don't want to go to waste. I like to point out that that was a very well played round by Invictus, right? They spotted out the Scout and the Deagle towards Toll Booth, and for Team Tiger, they're like, oh, they know where we are. They're probably going to be heading towards B, so let's head towards B. You saw the CD slowly kind of falling on back, but Invictus, they held on. They didn't panic. They slowly creeped towards A, got this opening picks, and with that, that was going to be the round. Swift Eyes, 27.9% accuracy from flying. Gotta say, he has been a player to watch so far.
Yeah, he really has. He's been exciting across all 3 maps, and now he hits his peak on Mirage. And this is exactly what you want to see. Invictus still in this game, probably in part because of him. You have to remember that Tiger had such a strong lead at the start of this. He shows up with a Deagle and delivers a chance to Invictus to get a few rounds in that first half to make it somewhat competitive. Also delivers quite a few kills within the pistol round. And here it's easy pickings for the rest of Invictus. The kills coming through. Flying finding a double in this one. Now Urcast and Dobu, the last 2 remaining players, and Flying continues to find kills. 3 for him in the round. Destroyer with the money, and it's Invictus that will get themselves another round win. 10-8 on the board. Finally, we get a buy back in from Tiger. It's going to be the true test for Invictus coming right up.
8 to 10, whatever the difference was as he moved into the second half, was 10 to 5. Slowly but surely getting whittled away. Some pretty solid anti-eco rounds coming out from Invictus so far. And they're going to stick with the SMGs. Now, if this was a CD side, I'd have problems with that. On the T side, 100% understandable. You can be sending in Flying towards B, maybe sending Oi towards A, just going a fact-finding mission. Instead, it's going to be all 5 players gathered up outside. Cabal needs to be wary. Smoke. And the flash is good, but it blinds everyone. Cabal is a guy behind you, and he's going to turn around, finds one and the second. The second was sick, and the third. Okay, that is just pure filth. Oi, looking so desperately to get the trade that it jumps into the kitchen with a bomb on his back, and that has got to be a mistake. Dobu's going to find Destroyer trying to be sneaky, and it's all once more in the hands of Viva.
Yeah. Get out of the kitchen if you can't handle the heat. You know, that's one of those certain scenarios there with Cabal just dishing it out. Viva, the last remaining player. The apartments, the utility coming through, the nade in behind him, smoke deploys in front of him. While Viva, seeing what he can do here. You know, look to the right side, down in towards the left. Urcast with the wall bind, takes him down in the end. 11-8, that's the kind of round you want to see if you're Tiger. You know, you've gone on a bit of a loss streak. A couple of rounds have started to be picked up for Invictus. They're right back into the game in the second half. And while Cabal running forward, finds the first, the second, that's just unbelievable. And he creates chaos, like you said. Or what is he doing? And it's just like one of those situations where a lapse in judgment, because you've just seen something that shouldn't happen, and you kind of think, well, I have to be the player to make the play here. I have to make the unexpected play to get us back into this round. And, well, it's not the play, and it cost him.
And I kind of feel like I can understand kind of why he went for the push, Oi, because Cabal expended a lot of his bullets, right, going for the 2 kills. And he probably expected him to maybe have, like, just 5 or 6 bullets remaining in his clip, or maybe catches him out reloading, something of that nature. But yeah, if you get deleted like that, or just with, like, almost like 1 or 2 bullets to the head instantly, there's nothing you can do. But good hold there from Cabal. And I like the proactiveness from Tiger there. I think they're done just playing this passively. And look at this now. 3 players towards B initially. 2 players set up towards short. And the op in the hands of Mr. 9 is going to be holding from a very traditional point towards a toll booth. No one over at A. And Dobu just floating around towards the jungle area. And they might have actually fallen into this trap if you ask me, Dinko. You can see, look at the radar. Or maybe not. They're slowly falling on back towards A. But it's just 1 player defending it. It is 9 with the AWP, Dobu towards jungle, and that's about it.
Ooh, well, Flying continuing to find kill after kill. It's Dobu that goes down, and now the push in towards the A-bomb site is there. The site has been taken. 9 all the way back in spawn. He's going to take significant damage as well. 14 HP. Absolutely no chance here for Tiger. Surely they're going to have to just sit back at this point. If they find a kill quickly, then obviously the retake is viable, but they don't find that kill, so they have to save over. The money's not in a good position. After a convincing round win in the previous, they're immediately forced back to the Civ. And keeping 4 players alive is obviously the main goal here. Be able to compete in this next round. That's a good round from Invictus. Just 1 kill from flying is enough to force Tiger away. Their setup just wasn't ready for that sheer aggression.
And I kind of feel like, I know I'm nitpicking at this point, but at least for the Oppos on the side of Tiger, we've seen quite a few whiff shots so far in this entire series, right? Especially from NCL and 9. Yeah, they hit a lot of nutty ones as well, but I feel like more often than not, a few crucial shots which players of this caliber should be hitting pretty comfortably 10 out of 10 times. They seem to be whiffing that. And in a game at this level, especially when the opponents you're going to be playing against, you miss that one shot, that could be the bomb site, that could be the round right there. I feel like they need to be a little bit more careful with it. And now, the double op coming out. Cabal and 9. I'm curious to see where Cabal's going to go with this. I do believe he's going to be going towards B absolutely more aggressively. And 9 towards Palace, I do believe. I like that. A little bit of more proactiveness coming out on the extremities of the map. That, however, is not a good flash from Cabal. Even looks a little surprised with that.
He's like...
Huh?
Be quite something if that was his live player camp, just constantly. I think he'd win every staring contest. Flash into the apartments. Utility going deep through in the apartments, keeping Oi further back. The Tiger not really seizing control of the apartments this time. They have Cabal over here with the AWP, so they can just kind of leave him up here, looking for those picks down the apartments. The double AWP setup allows for this. You know, it frees up 9 a little bit. He can get involved, and that's exactly what he's done here, finding that opening kill. While you also have a bit of a turret over towards B in the form of Cabal. Look at the position Flying has got himself into, Blood. This is incredible. Urcast is aware, but it's going to be 1 kill nonetheless. Flying takes down Urcast, and now has control of jungle. We're right back into your 4 versus 4. And this is going to apply so much pressure to Tiger. They're going to constantly be worrying about that position.
They will, and Dobu getting spotted out, that's a problem, and that Molotov's going to push him on out. He needs to push on out here, but he will still get a kill, somehow staying alive. I don't even know how he stayed alive for that long, but now 9, it's all on him. He needs to land this shot, but Oi is going to first use his Molotov and a flashbang to peek on 9. Can avoid both of it, but Viva being a problem finding Cabal. This is looking rough. Oi might just walk on past him and goes for the fast shot as 9, but he's going to recover, leaving it all onto Viva to, well, actually Destroy was alive as well. So there you have it. Invictus to round number 10 from a 10-5 half for Tiger to 11-10, just leading by 1. And I feel like Tiger are having the same CT side Invictus did, where they were just playing so passive, giving up the jungle control, giving up that connector in mid-area control. And yeah, they went for like a little bit of some aggressive plays towards the Palace or the B apartments area. But just because you don't find anything there doesn't mean you just fall back and play these defaults, right? You can still mix it up a little bit. And
the other part about that is the one round that they've managed to pick up in this second half comes off the back of a crazy, aggressive individual play. It's not the most sustainable, but it just shows that that aggression is working for Tiger. But they go back to this slow default, giving a lot of respect to Invictus. And if you're going to let them just run you down and take control of the bomb sites and force the fights themselves, Invictus are really good at just dictating the pace and allowing themselves to be successful in these scenarios. So at the moment, Tiger are on the back foot massively. A good bit of damage here done early on. You've got Viva down low HP immediately. And utility damage towards the Palace area. Here's Southside J left low. So we're into 11-10 scoreline. Yeah, still around to the lead here, Tiger. This would be a prime opportunity for them to pick it up.
Oh, that's a perfect Molotov. It's going to keep them at bay for a while. But they have used up the utility, so they will have to probably commit. They still have a couple of Molotovs and a smoke there, but again, 9, they like going for these flicks, but they don't quite land, and that is a little frustrating. Dobu's going to be left alone. He's been abandoned, Dinko, all by his lonesome, but he's going to go down fighting. 2 huge kills. The trade will come in the form of Shao Sage, but they've taken quite a bit of damage, and with 30 seconds on the clock, they have to go for the commit. 3 CTs waiting on a round. Urcast holding. Cabal from short finds Oi. They're out of utility. Shao Sage has a smoke, but he won't be able to use it. Gets spotted out, takes a bit of damage, and with that, it's a complete shutdown. Dobu, what a hero. He was alone there. There was pretty much a done deal for him, but he still finds 2 before getting taken down.
Yeah, he should have been gone a long time ago. He was the only player, like you said, inside the site. 9 tried to go for that initial kill to try and weaken the attack. Doesn't hit the shot, so it's forced back behind the smoke and CT. But Dobu, this position, nearly has an opportunity onto the 3rd player there as well. Just a masterclass of Underwood. And that pretty much halts the entire attack from Invictus. They did seem confused from the start of the round, I have to say. The utility usage from Tiger really threw a spanner into the works, and they weren't quite able to recover or adapt. And while that's a good start coming into this round, we need Invictus to be able to answer back into this immediately, because their economy's on the ropes, and they've just got an opening kill.
One thing I feel like for Invictus is once they start getting pressured a little bit in the chaos, they tend to kind of fall apart. Because, for example, Xiao Sage, he had a smoke there. Why would a teammate just go for a peek towards Connect or go for just a dry peek, hoping to get lucky when you could have just smoked it on off? You had a teammate in Palace. It's an easy smoke there. There was no one looking in his direction. So small little mistakes will punish you. Speaking of small little mistakes, Dobu finds Viva, but no eyes towards short means a player is going to fall. And with that, the B bomb site all on Mr. Urcast. He knows where Oi is. Destroy is slowly going to be peeking on as well. They might just be peeking together, if I'm not mistaken. Double peek is going to be coming in, and it's going to be perfectly met by 9 and Urcast as 9 left in a 1v1. Op versus Xiao Sage. He's got the bomb. He's got a flash in the AK. But for 9, he just needs to land 1 bullet on his body. There you have it.
Yeah, well, it seems like Tiger have recovered for the most part at the most crucial time, right? Because they're losing so many rounds here in the second half. They're looking real rough. They finally find 1 round win, and then they back it up with a follow-up. So they've broken down the economy for Invictus. They can get a couple of pistols here and there, but I'll be interested to see what the decision here is in terms of their buy. And it's almost criminal if you don't buy at least 1 deagle in this kind of scenario if you're Invictus. So we'll have a couple of them, 3 in play. Sage having his alongside Destroyer and Viva. Now the push comes in towards the apartments. Cabal is the player at the front here with his USP. He'll swing on by and do quite a bit of damage to Oi. Really shouldn't be under too much pressure here, but luckily his teammate's Nate comes in to save the day.
Should be a pretty comfortable anti-eco here. I mean, I keep saying that, and then they have the deagles. Of course, they have the deagles. The deagles on Invictus are actually sick. It's disgusting at times. I'm like, how do you land these shots? It was a 5v3, and now I'm scared for NCL, but okay, 9's there. And Flying is, of course, going to pick up the M4, patches Cabal. I don't know what Cabal was doing there. He should have been aware. The short's completely open. None of your teammates are on the A bomb side. They can't spot anyone out. Viva gets spotted out. And they're actually going to get the bomb down, Dinko. Now, they have an AWP and an M4 to work with. Yes, they don't have any Kevlar, but it's Flying and Viva.
Oh, well, Flying does find 1 kill, and now it's just 9. It's going to be difficult for him to win this. Like you said, incredible players still alive here for Invictus, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Viva taking down 9 through short. It's 13-11. Invictus, well, the purchase coming up. It's the AK-47s, the AWP out. We take a look at what Tiger can bring to the table in this round, and, well, it's not a whole lot. Going to be an eco for the most part. 9 can afford a pistol, but again, he wants to get as much money as possible so he can afford the AWP. So, yeah, this is kind of a scary scenario now for Tiger that Invictus have picked up that round. Again.
We jinx them so badly, don't we? Every single time.
Yeah, I think if you're a Tiger fan, you must hate us at this point.
Nah, I have a lot of good friends in Mongolia. They'll be fine. They might hate you, Denko, but
yeah, they might hate me. But I'm associated with Bless, so please don't hate me as well.
Yeah, Denko's a nice guy. Don't hate him. Flying alive on 1 HP. Dobu, trying to be cheeky. I like it. I like the Zeus coming out. But yeah, Destroyer taken down. Flying on 1 HP. This can get a little worrisome. But if I'm Tiger, I'm livid at myself right now. It should have been 14-10 for them. It was a 3v5. They go for the unnecessary 1v1 duels, and like I said, the deagles on this team is very, very dangerous. So only have themselves to blame. USB comes. Oh, the timing on that though. But Viva is gonna find two on the day bomb side, and finally Flying will fall. But Viva slaps him back into the ground. He's looking for the ace. Just might get it.
Well, Cabal just back in towards jungle. Well, that is a way of dealing with the pesky pistols. Viva just taking 4 kills. Has an AWP as well, so definitely not going to be seeing him get aggressive here. He's already done enough work. Cabal saving an M4, not the worst scenario for him. I mean, they went into this round with literally nothing, so walking away with something is obviously a positive. But 13-12, Tiger not really in the best of positions. They have to win this next round. Otherwise, it's Invictus that will take control of the car. Now, right now, it's kind of a tussle. They're still fighting for the steering wheel. But it has been a battle through this entire 3-map affair. And we're coming to the conclusion on Mirage. We've got a game delivering round after round.
I just want to probably see a head-to-head between Dobu and Flying later on after after the game. Right now, as it stands, I think it's like 5-2 opening duels. Like both of them have 5-1 out of 7 opening duels. They have almost similar ADR, 110 and 114, and it seems like both of them are kind of carrying the team on their young, capable shoulders. And right now, 13-12. Invictus, they're not quite done yet. They still have one more round to tie things up. And if they can win this, again, CD side economy, it's always going to be rougher than the T side, right? You need to have all the utility and whatnot. They go for the contact play. They drop one down at Urcast. He finds 2 from the shadows like a wraith. He will finally fall to Flying, but the man has done his job. Now it's the rest of the team to step on up, and Adobo is going to find 9, just pre-firing, waiting for the peak. And he's going to actually do one more. Gets boosts himself on top of the toll booth, of the box rather. But Destroyer floating around. If he can find NCL, this could get a little murky. If he actually flanks him from Murder Hole, that's going to be just disastrous for the CT side.
NCL has the position though, and he's going to turn around and catch Destroyer. Now all the chances of the T side crumbling. It's all on Viva. He has a lot of kills against the pistols, but can he do it against the rifles? 43 seconds running back through T-spawn. It is certainly going to be a difficult task here for Viva. One that he may be up to. Although NCL in the apartments that close by. Viva not quiet at all as he charges down through middle. He's going to be sprinting, knows the time is of the essence, so he's going to start moving forward. Needs to be careful he doesn't get caught from the window. He's going to be spotted. And now this is going to delay him substantially. He turns back, finds a kill on the NCL, but 14 seconds left. He has to read this perfectly. Dobu, he's been so brilliant. He's off towards jungle, but Viva looking this way. He might have spotted the tip of the barrel, but there's only 5 seconds. There's not enough time. Dobu swings and breaks his heart. He's going to be 14-12 as Tiger are now 2 away from victory. That's a must-win round, and they pull it off.
I'm sure he saw the barrel, but he also knew if he went for that fight, he would get the bomb down.
Round, right?
Yeah. Valiant effort from him, but in the end, not to be.
We got the photographer. Yeah.
Okay. 8
showing his creative side.
I like it. I like. So first, I mean, I generally like AR graphics, right? But I especially like it when it's like talking about stats and numbers and stuff like that, and especially when it's being shown with that particular camp path and with the drone and everything. I know James Bardolph would be super happy with that.
Yeah, he would. Drones and Counter-Strike. It's like all we need now is a watch, and I think we have seen that come in a couple of weeks ago, like collaborations with organizations and watches. So Bardolph is loving life right now.
Is he secretly Valve?
Yeah, he's controlling everything, isn't he? Well, kidnapped Anders, put him in the boot. You know, he's taking over the simulation.
He has. That would be terrifying. Bardolph taking control of the simulation. I expect to see sharks coming out. You know, a little bit of scuba diving with nice
Everyone
watches.
wears Supreme.
To be honest, I wouldn't mind living in Bardolph's simulation compared to what Anders has in store for us, to be honest. But right now, the simulation is in control with the Mongolians. They are a man up as well. They have made things pretty hard for themselves, but at least they have the lead. Flashbang or not, Viva will still find Dobu. Flashbang not good enough, so man advantage neutralized for now. But Cabal replies back.
40 seconds left. Oi starts to swing into the open. Cabal just sitting back here, trying to stay alive. That's the most important part for him. He's playing all the positions, but he's going to go down. Oil finds the headshot. Now with 30 seconds left, it's a 2 versus 2, and it's certainly winnable for Invictus. The issue is they don't have the bomb. And with 20 seconds left, Urcast has it, and that might just ruin all of their chances. Oh! He's not going to stay alive, though. And now 9 over towards B. They have to make a beeline for this A-bomb site. It doesn't even matter. The kill comes in, 9 hits the deck, and it's 14-13. Invictus just pull it off.
What a weird round.
Yeah, it was so weird. This is kind of wondering what the hell's happening up until that point. And then it just all crumbles for Tiger. Well, I think we've had a lot of those weird rounds, I think, throughout this best of 3, but that probably reaches the top of the list.
Yeah, it's kind of like EU aim, but like Asian matchmaking, where everyone's just going for whatever the hell they want to do, but at the same time just hitting nutty shots. And I was literally just talking about how Tiger seems to be in control of the simulation, and they might as well. Look at the aggression from Urcast. Oh, a little unfortunate not to get more than 1 kill there. I loved it from him. But USP from Cabal, he doesn't even need Deagle. Dinko is doing more damage, looking for another kill. He's got to find another, looking for more. Flying gets tagged down a little bit, but there's another player on the side. It's 9. Now it's all on Dobu in a 1v2. Deagle in hand, but Flying dealing a lot of damage indeed. And with 9 HP remaining, I don't think there's much Dobu can do from this position. He's going to walk on out, though, but unfortunately the double peak will come in. And with that, scores are tied. I did say it was going to be a close map, Dinko, but this is ridiculous.
Well, I'm excited. I mean, we have got a game that's so difficult to call. We don't really know which way this one's going to go heading into the final few rounds. Round 29 coming right up. This is do or die time for both teams. Money on the line in terms of their economy at breaking point. 15 rounds will be collected. It's likely whoever wins this round, they win the game. And so, such an important time ahead for both of them. Immediately flying towards top middle. He's been absolutely fantastic. Currently 31 kills to his name. Urcast has stood tall here on the 3rd map, has definitely elevated his performance. He's inside the middle from the position again. He was here in the previous, but only had a P250. Now he's got an M4.
Does have 9 spotting towards underpass. Just to prevent any flank from coming. I like this little cheeky positioning from Cabal, but just play it safe. There's no need to walk on out, Cabal. He still wins the deal, but there was no need. Your teammate was jump spotting. You could have played the bait play over there, but well, I guess you get 2 kills. It's 3v5, but still, we've seen 3v5s turn around with Invictus, just with Deagles, but now with the guns, they are going to be even more potent. Dobu spots a player out, flashbang. And he's going to have to do his best just to not overextend here. I like this. A little bit of semi-aggression, not just playing back towards the CD spawn area. And they're not going to be expecting this, are they? Sharksage finds one, but Dobu, he shows his hand as Flying's going to find NCL. And now Dobu... How do you not know where he is? Dobu strikes, finds 2. Cabal chimes... How did he not know where Dobu was? Invictus, hello? Well, anyway... You win some, you lose some. They've won rounds they had no business winning, Dinko, and they've lost a few as well.
Well, that's one of those rounds that starts off so well for Tiger. 9 gets the opening kill. Cabal makes the risky play, but it pays off in the apartments. And then suddenly, Sharksage, alongside Flying, get 2 kills back in, but it's Dobu. Somehow, they have no idea where he is. And he manages to find the important frags that pulls it right back for Tiger. And now they look down the barrel of a potential win. It's Cabal with their first kill, Flying gone. A man advantage collected for Tiger. Another kill coming in, this time from Urcast, so it's looking so good here. It's just 3 players remaining play. They're going to be looking to come into this B bomb site. 2 MAC-10s and a UMP is all they've got left. And instead of committing to B, they're going to start to come back off the angle, going back towards spawn and slowing the time right down.
They don't really have much to work with, do they? Oh, I got a feel for Flying, man. 32 kills in regulation.
19 deaths as well.
So
such
impressive.
A great KD. Oh, that's why it could have went overtime. They could have won this game. And this is, whoever, well, it's looking likely Invictus lose. It's going to be so heartbreaking for them. They fought so hard. Inferno, great map for them. Looked a little weaker on Nuke, but that was to be expected. here on Mirage, this really could have went either way.
I really feel like Tiger looked like the better team in Mirage when not facing an anti-eco, but when they're facing off against the deagles, my god, they're just terrible just against the pistols. It just makes no sense. Dobu ready with the AK-47, but 9 today, he's not going to miss those, not in this round. And Oi left alone, 20 seconds, Mac 10, and 9's going to close that out, 16-14. That got a little too close for comfort, very, very close for comfort for Tiger, but in the end, they hold on. And I won't lie, if we're going to be seeing some of the rounds we saw from